Before we start, I want to make sure you know we're recording this. And to remind you of your right to an attorney.
I've got nothing to hide.
Out of respect to our relationship and our sons, I'm going to pay you the courtesy of not playing any games with you, Canton.
Well, that's very considerate of you, Major.
What does he mean by that? Their son's relationship?
I believe they're a couple.
I've got you dead to rights torching that warehouse. I already knew your alibi sucked when you were 2 hours late for dinner.
I told you I had stops to make.
Right, the limes. I went by that grocery store on Windsor Road. There's no security footage of you ever being there. But you know where I do have footage? I have you in living color buying accelerants, wire cutters, crimping tools, and a bunch of other suspicious supplies at a hardware store last week. At your house, we found a little arsonist workshop. Oh, and counterfeit circuit breakers, which we now know were used in the original warehouse arson.
This informant that provided you with this treasure trove of circumstantial evidence against me, it wouldn't happen to be Billy Tyson, would it?
They're called confidential informants for a reason.
The reason I have this stuff in my house is I was trying to figure out how the arsonist did it. The only person I told was Billy. So he's pointing the finger at me because he knows I'm onto him. He's your arsonist. He's playing you. I'm the one that reported a serial arsonist to investigator Raymond. Why would I do that if it were me?
That's a fair question.
Because nobody was noticing your work. Arsonists tend to suffer from delusions of grandeur. You all don't like being ignored.
Grandeur would I be after by lighting a warehouse on fire that I'd already torched once? Why would I do it?
Maybe because you have access to APD's missing person reports.
What are you talking about?
APD recently started getting calls about a migrant who disappeared named Jorge Cortez from his family in Honduras. They claim he was working at that warehouse under the table. I think you caught wind of it and were worried that the body might still be somewhere inside. So you went back to finish the job. Well, we found him in a crawl space. He died during your first fire there. See? You're not just a firebug now, Captain Strand. You're a murderer.